Hey, Shalom, Eshrala, one stuff. So it's about giving no praise to Yahweh, Shem, El Shah, Bashem, Rakakadash, the Benasi apostles of GMS, and honesty, brothers, doing the work in truth, while sincerity. This is just a real quick one. This is inspired by this track here. This is What Could Be Greater Than the King from the Aquaman OST, sung by Rupert Gregson Williams, right? I quite like this track. It starts off a bit slow. But it gets better. In fact, the whole album is, pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, this one's inspired by the title. Says, "What could be greater than being a king?" Which is a good question to ask, right? And which is why ultimately, although we're in the flesh, right, and sometimes it's difficult to remember. The question is, what could be greater than being a king? We understand that there's orders, there's ranks, whatever, but, in the kingdom that we are to possess, we're going to be, a nation of kings and priests, right? So I'll start off with that. Exodus 19:6. "And he shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel." Right, so from the very beginning, the Lord made it such that we were going to be a nation of kings and priests unto him, right? And, the Lord knew we was going to fall, right? Which is why from the very beginning, he made Yahushua, right? Such that, he was going to perform that great sacrifice, right? To adopt the children of Israel back unto the Lord, right? This is Revelation 2:26, right? "And he that overcometh," and what's that to overcome? Right, the trials and tribulations that we go and have on this side, right? But then the question begs them whenever you go through things, say, hey man, but what could be better, greater than being a king? Right? What could be greater than being one of the elect, one of the chosen of the Most High, right? It's a good question to ask, right? Because hey, we going as the next scripture I'm gonna go and get, we gonna lose stuff. Well, we're going to lose things on this side, but look, there's a greater glory to come, right, than all that it is that we will lose, right? It says Matthew, I didn't even finish that one, right? It says, "And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations," right? And it's Lord, when he comes back, he going to give us power over these heathens, the same ones that are oppressing us, right? The same ones that are whipping us at the job, right? Taking the piss out of us in a day to day, right? Whether we hear them or not, right? But these are the things that are happening, right? It says, "And they shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, right? Even as I received of my Father," right? So it's the same way that Yahushua was given power, right? We shall be joined heirs with them, pursuant to Romans 8:17, right? We shall be joined heirs with Yahushua Salaki. It's one slip of the tongue. Right, we shall be joined heirs with Yahushua, and just as he's been given power over the heathen nations, we gonna be given power, and we gonna rule them, right? Because hey, the Lord is all about, in fact, let me grab it. 2 Thessalonians 1:6, right? "Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you." Right, so hey, these heathen nations, you read Psalms 83, right? They've made a tumult. They've come together, right? They've conspired together, right, to deal treacherously with the children of Israel, right? So in the eyes of the Lord, it's a righteous thing to basically recompense them for the wickedness that they've done unto the children of Israel, right? And for 1,000 years, they're gonna be in hardcore bondage. And the thing is, hey, we gonna have that spiritual power, so we gonna fuck with them in ways that they could have fucked with us. Just like how, for instance, there are certain wicked things that they did that which we ain't gonna do. Like, for instance, what did Esau do? He used to buck break. When he used to sodomize one of the men, right? He fucking one of the men, because Esau's a natural born faggot, right? That's who he is, right? And what else? Yeah, he used to rape our woman, right? And we'll just be in the bed, right? He's raping your woman right next to you, right? It's just adultery, right? But we ain't gonna be doing that. So hey, but the Lord, right? He's beautiful because he's given us and that spiritual power. So we gonna fuck with him in ways that he could not fuck with us, right? And woe be unto him, man, right? It's a shame unto him. Right, it's in Matthew 19:27. It says, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? For instance, man, we look at this world. We're not really in this world, man. We use the world, right? We don't abuse it. You know, we do what we've got to do. But at the end of the day, whenever we're doing anything, right, you get to a point where you can't you can't not think of the scriptures, right? You know, you for instance, you'll meet typical example. You meet a woman. The first thing on your mind is, okay, so have you got a partner, right? You know, because obviously you don't want to commit adultery. You know what it says in Surah 9:9, right? Yeah, or you'll see some people doing, you be around certain people and they're doing some wickedness or whatever, what have you. Then you remember the scriptures, John. You like, look, I ain't trying to be around you, right? You might be around colleagues at the job or whatever, what have you. They do or say some shit, and immediately you're like, you know what, fuck this, man. I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to, but that's all part of using the world and not abusing it, man, right? Says, and Yahweh said unto them, or your family, for instance, scripture says, seek Yahweh in the days that are used. So, you might be a young man living with your family, right? They might start doing some, wicked stuff or whatever, what have you, right? And depending on what situation, you may be like, look, man, I've got to separate myself from you. Right? Some brothers are quote unquote, and I say quote unquote because things are alright at the moment, right? Scripture says a friend cannot be known in prosperity, right? So when times are good, right, you don't really know your family members, you don't really know your friends, right? But in times of adversity, when Esau's knocking on the door, right, requiring your head or whatever, what have you, right? Then you'll be able to be like, all right, cool. This is really how my family is, right? But just to sit and make that point again, right? You have brothers that are quote unquote okay with their family, right? And then you get other brothers that ain't cool with their family at all. Their family have just straight cut them off, right? Some brothers are gonna be put in that situation where like, look, man, I ain't gonna deal with my parents or whatever anymore. Some brothers are put in a position where like, look, man, my woman bugged out. I can't deal with her anymore, right? The scripture says if she's pleased to dwell, right? And hey, some women, they ain't pleased. They don't want to dwell, right? Because they're of this world. Women are of this world naturally, right? It says, and Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel by power, right? Rulership, right? Authority, right? So then everyone that hath forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. Right? So basically this is we gonna be losers on this side. This side ain't for us to take to take the win, man. We will take the win when Yahweh Shah gives us the win. Right? We ain't, everything in this side's a loss. Right? Hey, you might have a job. Your boss sees you at the camp. No, you ain't got a job. You might have a business, right? Hey, someone slanders your name, right? Whatever, what have you. Then no, you no longer have a business. You might have a wife. She might not know that you teach. She sees you at the camp. She bugs out, right? Or her family, or even a family member sees you at the camp. Well, a family member bugs out. Then she bugs out because her family member's bugged out, and then she thinks you're bugged out, right? And then now you ain't got a woman. Right, we gonna lose a lot on this side, but we gonna gain spiritually, right? All those experiences help refine us spiritually, right? But the beautiful thing is, although we will lose a lot on this side, but there is a reward to come for us in the kingdom, right? In the kingdom where okay, we lost on this side, but look, man, what could be greater than the king? What could be greater than being one of the elect of the of Israel, right? What could be greater than one of the chosen before the foundation of the earth, of Yahweh Shai, right? Of Yahweh, right? says 2 Ezra 2:45 says, he answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and received palms. Right? And they're crowned, when you read into it, they're crowned by Yahweh Shah himself, right? Which there is no greater honor. Right? Yahweh Shah himself, giving you a crown, despite the great sacrifice that Yahweh Shah made. Right? And that's the thing, you receive a crown. What does crown represent? Right? Rulership. It looks like that's all I had. So yeah, as always, man, hey, what could be greater than the king, right? And so Lord's will you was edified. Until the next time, I'm gonna say, Shalom.